There was no different than being a male science fiction writer. They wanted new material and they wanted it well written. They wanted it interesting. They wanted it to sell copies. My writing style was improved. I used emotion as a valid tool.
A lot of early science fiction, not to run down anybody at all, but it clanked. You know, it was all about the hardware, and it was always guys boldly going and that sort of thing. And with Annie, the people had feelings for each other as well as for what their adventure was, and the story was not about the thing. The story was about how the thing changed the lives of the people around it.
Anne McCaffrey is really an amazing woman. I think she picks up from the legacy of Andre Norton. She is almost a pure tale spinner. She's done everything. Science fiction, The Ship Who Sang. She's done romance. She's done science fantasy, and contributed to the Pern series, the dragons, the threads, the migrant communities, the psychic connections between dragons and characters.
A lot of people have gotten through some very, very hard times in their life by reading those books and pretending that they too have a dragon that is a very large, very powerful creature who loves them dearly. It's a great concept.
Starting back in the 1970s, Andre Norton collaborated with a lot of writers, mostly women, and helped them with their writing careers. And Anne McCaffrey started doing that also shortly thereafter. She works with young writers. She collaborates with a lot of writers. She's just this constant source of both inspiration, influence, and support within the science fiction community.
Well, she was wonderful to collaborate with, and it was just like jazz. It was like, you know, having a session.
It's part of her philosophy. It's part of the science fiction community's philosophy of don't pay back a favor, pay it forward, pass it on, encourage more people to write.
I think she's probably responsible for most of the women who are writing science fiction now.
We're acknowledging someone who certainly was one of the trailblazers in writing more character-oriented, emotionally in-depth stories that dealt with the ramifications of what can happen in our future. She certainly has influenced generations.
What people are always trying to tell me to tell her is how much she has influenced their lives, how much her writing has helped them get through an illness, get through the death of a loved one, get through cancer.
Well, I don't exactly think my stories are that great, but I do tell a good one, having read so much of Kipling. And I am immensely pleased when I find out how they have helped people. I've always said that reading books is the best thing you can do. So I was merely providing a way for them to lose their troubles and a planet that they would probably like to live on. I would.